Look, money doesn't buy happiness. It doesn't. But money buys burgers, all right? Money buys pizzas. Have you ever seen someone eating a burger sad? Have you? Exactly. Just let me get my money and buy the things that I want because I know that eventually I'll buy something that will make me happy, all right? Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cooke. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
People who say that money can't buy happiness are either rich or stupid. Because if you gave me $1 billion right now, I promise you I would be very happy. My smile would be so strong that it would never fade. You think that it was a tattoo or there was something wrong with me? I would be so happy that I'd set a day to find random hills all over the UK and just roll down them simply because I can. If I had enough money, I'd buy a separate house and be unhappy in that. Or I'd keep my unhappiness in the West Wing. I guess what people are trying to say is that happiness can't be purchased. It's purely a state of mind. Do you know what would put me in a good state of mind? Money. Hold on, if you feel that way, empty your bank account into mine and then we can sit down and have a discussion about how we both feel afterwards. Have you ever been paid more than you was expecting? How did you feel? Precisely. If you gave me enough money for a private island and enough money to maintain said private island on the condition that I am never allowed to be unhappy again, say less and consider it done. You have yourself a deal, my bro. If you watching this video right now believe that money couldn't buy your happiness, imagine if an anonymous benefactor came into your life and was like, I'm gonna pay all of your bills, no strings attached, for the rest of your life. How would you feel? You'd be happy? Exactly. I don't even want the money for materialistic purposes. I just want to chill.
Money doesn't buy happiness. Money isn't everything. Money isn't gonna fix all of your problems. I just paid my rent and I only have $20 left in my account. And my first paycheck for this new job that I just started, that doesn't come through until next week. And I'm running out of gas in the car that I need to use to get to work. If you're rich, stop talking. Okay, stay out of this.
Stop saying that money can't buy happiness. It is a lie, and it is used out of context all the time. Most of the people who say money can't buy happiness already have most of the things that they need and a lot of the things that they want. So let's just talk about the things that money can buy that will bring you happiness, okay? Talk to somebody who doesn't have health insurance on whether or not if they had the money to have health insurance, would they be happier? They would not only be happier, they would also be healthier. Talk to the mom who can't afford daycare. And if she had the money for daycare, she'd be able to put her kids in a program and she'd be able to move on to other things in her life. Talk to the people who are so stressed out and can't afford to pay a therapist, and their insurance doesn't cover the therapist that they want to go to. Or there's some long wait list and they can't afford to go to a therapist that is out of pocket. Right now, everybody is posting their pics on the gram on vacation and going here or there. Do you mean to tell me that if you had the money to go on vacation right now, no questions asked, that you would not be happier? You would. You'd be less stressed out. You'd be more sun-kissed. You'd be happier with your spouse. You'd get away from your kids. You'd be able to go on vacation and regroup. That costs money. This idea to keep saying that cliche phrase, money doesn't buy happiness, is really messing up our children. Because how it shows itself is when your student says to you, why do I need to go to college? Money doesn't buy happiness. Why do I need to stay in school? Why do I need to get this trade? Why do I need to learn how to do something to make money? I'll just stay here. I'll figure it out down the line. No. They need to be able to figure out a way to earn a wage so they can move out of your house, so they can be on their own, and then they can sustain themselves. The American dream is, oh, you can get a job, you can work hard for so many decades, and then you can retire. You don't think if you had the money to retire right now, you would? You wouldn't? I mean, I want to retire right now, but I can't because money. So let's just stop saying that phrase so out of context. This came up because somebody said it to me this morning and it made me crazy. I was like, yes, money can buy happiness. If your car is not running right now and you don't have the money to get it repaired and somebody came to you and gave you $1,000 to get your car repaired, you'd be very happy. You'd be a better spouse in 5 minutes. You'd be a better mom when you got home to your kids. So let's just quit it. Let's put this in context. Once you have everything that you need and most of what you want, then money won't buy happiness. That's the truth.
Give me, give me, give me, give me.
Bro, I just crashed my car. Oh wait, I'm rich. I should buy another one. There's no food in this house. Oh wait, I'm rich. I go buy me some. Oh, I gotta get up for work. Oh wait, I'm rich. Go back to sleep.
Popular phrase that we hear all the time that I think we get kind of wrong on the meaning of it is the term money doesn't buy happiness. Because when we hear that, what do we naturally do? We think of somebody like Robin Williams or just somebody very famous, a celebrity who had a lot of money and then somehow it just didn't work out for them. They got very depressed and that couldn't solve their happiness problem. In reality, that is not truthfully, in my opinion, what I think of when I think money doesn't buy happiness. Perfect example of money doesn't buy happiness is I used to have a friend who always bragged about the money that he had in his savings account, but he really didn't have much going for him. He didn't have any hobbies. He didn't really have a friend group. He hadn't been in a relationship in well over 3 years. He was staying at his mom's house. He just didn't have any real positive attributes in his life, but he claimed to have all of this money from investing or something like that. To me, this was the most stereotypical example of money doesn't buy happiness because to me, I thought it was pretty obvious time that we would say something along the lines of that we think he could be doing more, he could be doing better. He would always refer back to this money that he had in his savings account. And to me, maybe I'm just saying this because, of course, I'm me, so I'm a little biased. I would much rather be in a position where maybe I don't have $100,000 in my savings account. I have a lot of accolades and attributes that make me internally very happy. And I don't think a lot of these people who just save their money and have a lot of money, that's what they're missing. They're missing purpose. I think all of these people, truthfully, would trade all of their money if they truthfully had purpose. So many of these people chase comfort instead of discomfort, and because of that, they're left with pretty much no character. Essentially like an NPC video game character who's just got a lot of money in the game. Money is definitely important, and I am chasing it. But 100%, the most important thing is fulfillment and purpose. And I would much rather have $20,000 in my bank account and a lot of purpose than $2 million and no purpose.
Yo, I know some people say that money doesn't buy happiness, but they must be crazy. Because I'm here to let you know, baby, look, when I'm paying my bills at the end of the month, it's like the Hunger Games. May the odds be forever in the electric bill's favor, the cable bill's favor, the groceries' favor. Let me get here with a large sum of money, okay? Because I'm going to be happy and not stressed the fuck out.
I'm just gonna be real, and I have $400 in my savings. I've been living back at home for 2.5 years. I don't know how that's happening, where the money's going. Actually, yes, I do know. It's going out to groceries, it's going to student loan payments, and it's going to paying off my credit cards, which I use all the time. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's time to pay the bill. So then I need to pay whatever money that I get paid, the little amount that I get paid while serving. I need to put that towards my credit cards. So, and then I was taking trips last year because I was like, YOLO, why not just live it up now, because I'm never going to be living at my parents again. And it's here I am still. But now my finances are, so can we just be real about it? Does everyone have a big savings? Because I am so embarrassed. It's embarrassing because that also gives me so much anxiety because I'm like, wow, at this rate, I'm never going to afford anything. I'm never going to afford living my dream life. Who do I think I am? Then the Delulu is money comes and goes. The more you put out, the more comes back. And it's I'm still waiting for it to return to me. But anyway, I'm this close to spending that last $400 on a one-way ticket to Europe. It's Valentine's Day. I don't have a Valentine. I'll be my own Valentine and gift me the best gift. No, but how does the money, I'm looking back, I'm like, how do I only have that much money to my name? I never have to worry about getting robbed, I guess. I don't know, but I think that's the thing that like humbles me so much is looking at my bank account. It's like, yes, I have all these dreams and goals, but when I look at my bank account, I'm like, okay, pause. And then I get so scared. My biggest fear isn't dying. My biggest fear is actually just like running out of time and croaking before I get to actually experience the life I want to experience, before I actually get the finances in order to experience what I want to experience. But then I know people are like, you don't always need money to do what you want to do. Like, you can do things on a budget, you can travel on a budget. And it's like, okay, true, but like, I think you need a little more than $400. I feel like we're just always given so much different info. It's like money comes and goes, it flows, money's energy. The more you put out, the more you get back. And then it's like, you really don't need that much money to do what you want to do. Travel on a budget. And it's like, okay, but how are you traveling on a budget? And like, is it really a budget? Like, are you talking $400 in your account budget, or like you need more, you know? And I'm also the type of person that has no patience. So I have no patience for my money to get up before I take the leap doing things that I want to do. I'm just constantly humbled. Like $400 in a bank account. And the fact that I'm putting it out there, but like someone, like, can anyone relate? Also, I'm 21 plus 7 years old. I think I should probably get a grip on my finances, but also in the same breath, I'm like, where's it gonna go when I croak anyway, you know? It's not coming to the grave with me, so why am I going to bust my ass doing something to get money that's not gonna go with me? But then I also need money now for life, so humbled yet again.
It is true that money does solve a lot of things, and reduce a lot of stress in your life, or it can also bring a lot of stress as well if there's too much money in your family and stuff like that. So it just depends on the situation, I believe. But for most people, money does answer a lot of things. Even scripture says money answers all things. So it is very important, and it solves a lot of our issues. A lot of the things that we as humans always complain about can be solved by money. All those people who say that money doesn't bring happiness, they don't know where to shop. They have no idea what they're talking about. It brings stability, and that brings true happiness. It's very important. And the lack thereof, the lack of the pounds, the pesos, the dollars, and all of that stuff. When you lack money, your life is extremely stressful. Your life is miserable. Your life is just really incomplete. And you're always on edge. You are always on edge. And I mean, it sucks. It is extremely frustrating to live that way. Live in fear of not having enough money. Living in fear of not being able to pay your bills. That is the worst feeling in the whole entire world. A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
Sometimes what you pay more money for is not what's really best for you, okay? People will have you believe that designer things and, you know, going to these 5-star restaurants and so on and so forth is really where it's at. Baby, where it's at is where you like it the most. Let me tell you why I say that. I spent almost $300 on this hair. Okay, it's Brazilian, yaki, something, I don't know, whatever is anything. I don't like this hair. You know what hair I like the most? You know what hair has always done it for me? Pack hair from the beauty supply store. I will pick pack hair over bundles any day. Okay, I've had cheap bundles, I had mid-price bundles, I've had expensive bundles, and pack hair just always lays how I want it to lay. It always curls how I want it to curl. It always does what I want it to do. Now I know y'all gonna come in the comments and say, "Oh, well, you just not getting the right hair." Maybe not, but what I can say is I know what works for me. And I probably would have saved $100 at least going to the beauty supply store and getting the packed hair. So again, I will say, sometimes what's most expensive is what's going to be the best quality, or is what's going to suit you, or is going to be what you want. But sometimes the things that is more expensive, that you're going to spend more money on, that likely you didn't even have in the first place, okay, is not what's really going to suit you or what's really going to make you happy. Is money a very important part of life? Absolutely. But that's because you need money to survive. Don't let money run you. Don't let the image or the persona of money be what distinguishes who you are as a person. Because sometimes, like I said, the most expensive stuff just don't hit like that. Stay safe.
I know my parents didn't expect life to be this hard these days in 2024, but I don't know. I just really want to blame them for all my bullshit because I'm broke and it's their fault for bringing me into this world and not being able to provide for me because they're broke too. And I was an accident. I wasn't even supposed to be here for real.
If you're financially struggling and you've been told money doesn't buy happiness, I am here to tell you that it absolutely fucking does. I've been poor as fuck, like kicked out of my parents' house at 18, dropped out of college, started working as a fast food manager. I did that for years. I literally almost got evicted like multiple times. I almost got my car repossessed multiple times. I was like not okay. And yeah, of course, like buying a new purse isn't gonna fucking cure your depression, but I don't think that's what anyone is talking about when they're talking about money. Like, yeah, if you fucking hate yourself, I'm sure that's really not gonna change no matter how many commas are in your bank account. But there is something to be said about having your basic needs met and it being a direct fucking correlation to your mental health. Do not let anyone, especially a fucking rich person, gaslight you into thinking that that's not true. I'm not even rich right now, okay? Like, let me make that so abundantly clear. I still live at home, but because of that, I have like a disposable income and like savings now. Here's a perfect example, okay? I just got robbed this past weekend, and this is not the first time this has happened to me, but it's the first time that I've had the money to deal with it. And the first time it happened, oh, it sucked so fucking bad because I did not have the money to replace the shit they stole, and it straight up made me depressed for like a week. But this time, yeah, I was so pissed off, and it is so inconveniencing when someone smashes your window in and steals your stuff, but I had it dealt with and fixed in like 36 hours. Not only did I fix it, bitch, I used it as an opportunity to get my windows tinted because I've been wanting them tinted ever since that stalker pulled up to my house, and I was like, well, if I'm taking it to get my window replaced, I might as well get them tinted. And that does indeed make me very happy. Yes, it does. Obviously, I still struggle with depression. I still struggle with mental health issues. Like, it's not gonna immediately cure all your problems, but literally when you don't have to worry about your basic needs being met, it is so much easier to deal with said mental health problems. This isn't me trying to brag about my money at all. Like, I still live at home, okay? Clearly, I still have work to do. But as someone who used to get told money doesn't buy happiness when I literally couldn't afford groceries for the week, I just had to hop up on here and validate y'all and tell you that, like, people that tell you that are fucking insane. Not you.
I was told that money can't buy happiness. Somebody is lying. Money can't buy you happiness? Stop paying your rent and mortgage. Let's see how happy you be. Stop paying that car note. Let's see how happy you be. That's why I made sure my car is paid in full. Oh, yeah? Let's see how happy you are if something mess up on your car and you ain't got the money to fix it. How you gonna eat if you ain't got no money? Food costs more and more every year. I would love to have some food stamps. Now, there are some things that money can't buy, like peace and love. I'm lying, because you definitely can buy them shits. You ever been in a relationship when both of y'all was broke? Woo! Listen, if both of y'all broke, y'all should not be in a relationship. Soon as I get a lot of money, I'm going to buy me a new smile. And I want the Steve Harvey teeth, bitch. Listen, whoever said money can't buy happiness, obviously never been bonded out of jail before. Oh, Lord.
So it's this thing where a lot of people think money can't buy happiness, and then you got the other people that think money can buy happiness. Here's the thing, bro. It all depends on what the fuck your happiness is. You need to learn that shit first, bro. If your happiness is in family and shit that money can't buy, then no, money can't buy happiness, bro. Because if your mama and your dad is your family, that's your happiness, bro. Money can't buy that, because even though you can get the best health care, the best nurses and all that shit, it can't stop death. Once they're gone off this earth, money can't bring them back to life. If your happiness is into materialistic shit, you know what I'm saying? Then yes, money can buy happiness to a certain extent. But y'all need to understand, bro, happiness, just like every other emotion, is temporary. So let's say, you know what I'm saying, you want a brand new car, right? What do you need to get that brand new car? Well, you need money, right? And once you get that brand new car, you're going to be happy. But it's temporary, because humans, we get used to shit and we want more. We desire other things that we don't have yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's an endless chase. It all depends on what the fuck you want. Just please understand that money itself doesn't make us happy. It's the shit that we have with money that makes us happy. It's the freedom that comes with having money. It's the being able to take care of people who can't take care of themselves. Being able to give back to people. That's what makes us happy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in this thinking to where money is evil, because that's fucking bullshit. Because we make the shit up. We give money value. So that shit can't be evil. You know what I'm saying? That makes no fucking sense. It's the greed that people get when that money starts coming in their pockets and they start, snitching on people and selling people out and doing all types of evil shit, that's the evil shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a personal thing. Money ain't got shit to do with that, bro. If you are a bad person before money, then you're going to be an even worse person with money, and vice versa if you good.
When your car breaks down, if you had money, you can either fix it or get a new car. If something breaks down in your house, you need the funds to fix it. If you don't have the funds to fix it, you're stressed, you're mad, you are worried, you're anxious, and it is just a horrible place to be in all the time. If you lose your job and you don't have money, you don't have any savings enough to get by while looking for another job, or if you can pay for your son's college, just straight cash. If you can pay for your son's college, straight cash, and after he is done with school, he has no debt, which will solve a lot of his problems in the future and save him money in the long run, your son will be very happy. Your son will be very happy. Or even if you get divorced, right? If you are still fine after the divorce, then it is not that bad. But if you are financially ruined after, she took everything. She took the house, the kids, the 401. She just cleared you out. She took everything. The car. If she took everything, money, and you are financially ruined for years to come. Money is important, guys. It's extremely important. Stop saying that it's not. And at some point, it does buy things that lead to happiness, such as stability, comfort, and in some cases, protection.
Money can buy comfort. Money can buy security and safety. Money can buy you stability. It can buy you a fresh start and an escape from a toxic situation. Money can buy you therapy and medication for your mental illness. It can buy you immediate medical intervention if you are hurt or sick. It can cover treatment if you have a chronic illness. Money can buy a formal education that you can then use to start a career. This isn't to say that if you are wealthy, you can't face problems. You can. But what it is saying is that you are much better equipped to deal with those problems. Having money is the difference between having a key to a personalized locker and having a master key at a major resort.
The funniest thing is watching people without money try to answer the question, does money buy happiness? Because they don't even know where to look for an answer. There is a right answer to the question, does money buy happiness? I'm going to explain it right now. First, you need to understand what happiness actually is. If you define happiness as this joyous feeling of having new shit, that's always going to be fleeting. You're never going to actually be really happy. And so with that definition, no, money does not buy happiness. But if you define happiness as like a level of deep fulfillment that no one else can get, then the answer might be yes. If you take a regular person who's wearing a $50 outfit and then take that same person and put him in a $50,000 outfit, their level of happiness will change for like a day. Within 24 hours, that person will be back to normal because nothing has actually changed. But if you take a regular person who's never been outside of their hometown and you send them on a trip around the world for a year where they have to figure out how to book their own hotels, how to, communicate in other languages, how to meet people randomly, how to spend money to get in rooms with the right people who are going to teach you stuff, that is actually what makes you a better person. That's what changes you. And with experience comes a deep level of fulfillment that you know that you've done more in your life than someone else has. You've experienced more. You've lived more. That is what happiness actually is. Putting expensive stuff on yourself does not actually change your life, but going and using money to actually live life does. And if you've noticed something, you don't actually need a ton of money to do this. You just need time freedom, which money can buy. So if you work so little that you can afford time to just go out and do stuff, or you save up a bunch of money and basically take a year off, that is how you get fulfillment. That is the only way I've seen that money can buy happiness.
Why is it that rich people are the only ones talking about money doesn't solve all your problems? I do not have a single problem in my life that could not be solved with money, okay? I am happily married. Our kids are thriving and healthy. We have everything that we need. And that's not to brag. I am acknowledging that I am truly blessed. You know what I mean? Like, I am grateful for everything I have in my life. The only issue that I have right now in my life is that I have to get up and leave the house every day to go to work. I want to be at home more and spend more time with my children, but I cannot do that. But if I had more money, I'd be able to quit my job, open my own practice, and work from home. That's it. That's all I need. I need enough money to open my own practice to work from home so I can spend more time at home with my kids. Other than that, my life is great. You know what I mean? So for those who are like, oh, money don't solve all your problems, it solves all mine. So if your money ain't solving your problems, feel free to send it to me. I'll take it off your hands and I'll make it work.
Something I find really fascinating about the super rich is that like money can buy you the best quality services, the best products. Like that's how we normal people look at it. But what I think is like fascinating and really interesting is that once you get to like a certain wealth or a certain status, it seems like, honestly, it seems like they get played. This is the thought that put me onto it, is like if you were Kim Kardashian, just for example, and you were looking for a therapist, like I really don't think she at her level would even be able to find like a quality, like genuine therapist. I feel like once you surpass a certain status or a level of like wealth, like people are not working for you in your best interest anymore because they want to benefit from you as well. You're a therapist and Kim Kardashian comes in and this is your biggest client. Like, are you gonna risk losing your biggest client if you like render services to her and she decides that she doesn't like the way that you talk to her, the conversations that you have, because you're calling her out on her shit, you're doing what a therapist would do, she will leave and go find someone different, right? So are you gonna like actually hold the morality and integrity of your job and tell her the real shit even though you might lose her? Or are you just gonna be a yes man and just have conversation with her and like to keep her around? You know what I mean? I feel like this happens in every field of industry with celebrities, like personal training. You see trainers like well qualified, but they're teaching their clients like shitty form. Like it's like after a certain level, there's not like best interest of the person anymore in mind.
My least favorite thing that rich people say is when they go, well, I just wish everyone could have all the money in the world so they could see it's not the key to happiness. It's like, yes, it is. Shut up. And it's like, I know maybe like you're not happy even though you're rich, but you're not happy because you're insane. And I think that happens a lot because a lot of people get rich because they're insane. And then they're like, oh, it doesn't fix the problems that exist in here. Yes, that's very true. But that's a you problem. That's not a life problem. Money fixes basically every single external issue in life. For them to sit there and, well, there's like more to me as a person. Then be poor, okay? Then choose poverty. Has anyone ever chosen poverty? No. It's because poverty sucks and we all know it. That's what's going on with millennials? But we don't have money. We grew up thinking that like money was going to be a thing we could have and none of us have it. That's like saying like there's this party that everybody wants to go to, that everyone would choose to go to if they got invited. And you're inside that party. And you're just like, well, the party's like not even that good. And we're just like, okay, then leave the party. Then come out here with us peasants. And you're just like, no, I mean no. Like, we all want to be in the party, all right? Just shut up and enjoy your wealth.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.